Satsang, dal sanscrito stare insieme nella verità. È il momento che conclude una lunga giornata di lavoro. Bhajan, i semplici canti naturali che inneggiano all'amore per il divino, come sempre esprimono gratitudine e anticipano la condivisione della conoscenza. Tra poco, infatti, Guruji risponderà alle domande che gli vengono lasciate per tutto il giorno in un apposito cestino.
Could you tell us a little bit about what the biggest issues are that you are facing? Biggest issue is to see how we can put more smiles on more people. Day by day, people are losing their smiles, losing their joy. You know, today 27% of Europe is under depression. And the psychologists say in the coming 8 years it is going to rise to 48%. I mean, every other person you would meet will be depressed. And you can't feed Prozac to the whole population. That is why we need to bring spiritual knowledge to people, make them go deep, study about themselves. All this knowledge, wisdom is so essential. Don't you think so? How many of you think? Yeah. The biggest challenge is also prejudice in people. But it is much less. 20 years ago when we started, people had so much prejudice. They think yoga, meditation, somebody must be some cuckoo. Someone out there must be doing it. Normal people don't do. Normal people, they smoke cigarettes. What is normal thing is you are drunk and you smoke cigarette. This was the definition of normal person. If you don't smoke, they think, oh, you are not normal. But today that is changed. You know, do you remember in those days, every seat in the aeroplane had an ashtray. So that means everyone who flies must be smoking. It's like it's a must. Like shoes to your feet and fire in your mouth. That was the definition of a normal person. Today, fortunately, that has changed. Fortunately, you know, smoking is injurious to health. People smoke less and less. Still in Europe, it is little more. Still in Europe, it's more. You all have to do one thing. You all have to meet the youngsters, youth in colleges and schools, and ask them to take a vow, promise, that they will not get into smoking and drugs and alcohol. If children are saved from getting into these three things, alcoholism, smoke and drugs, we'll have a better society, healthier society. More intelligent, sane people will come up. What do you think? Then the violence among youngsters. Today in America, violence has increased in classrooms to unimaginable heights. I don't know whether in Europe also it has started. Europe had more discipline than America, but now I think that's not happening. In France, we saw so much violence already. We need to see a violence-free society. For that, we all should work together. And how to get people out of violence? Not just by telling them be non-violent, by giving them techniques by which they can get rid of anger, by which they can find the peace in themselves. Youth should take pride in being non-violent. Youth should take pride in being compassionate and loving. Today, youth is taking pride in being violent and how many people he hit and how many people he tortured. That should not be the pride of a youth. We have to change this. And we definitely can do with this beautiful knowledge we have with us.